What's up everybody, NCmotoRIDER here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to rekey your used BMW Vario case. So the first thing you want to do is open up the case and remove the 3 Phillips head screws that hold in the lock assembly. Once the 3 screws are removed, you can then remove the lock assembly from the case. After you have the lock assembly removed, you need to remove the yellow plastic locking tab from the lock barrel. Next, you will see a small metal tab. That metal tab has to be depressed, and once depressed, the lock barrel will slide out of the assembly. What you want to do here is take the BMW key that you want to use, insert it into the lock, and pay attention to the tumblers. The key itself should pull all the tumblers flush with the lock barrel itself. If you put your key in and all of the tumblers do not become flush with the lock barrel, you need to actually take a tumbler out here, take another one out there, switch places with them, just take them out, put them back in, kind of just play with it until you figure out a combination that works. But your end goal is to insert your key and it pull all of the tumblers in flush with the lock barrel itself. Once all the tumblers are flush with the lock barrel, the key will lock and unlock that lock. The very bottom tab is actually not a tumbler. That is the locking tab that has to be depressed to get the lock out, and the tab that holds it in once it's put back in. After you get the lock set up and your key is working like it should, simply insert the lock barrel back into the lock assembly, followed by reinserting the yellow plastic locking tab. If the tumblers have been arranged properly, once you insert the key, it should turn the lock just fine. Once you have the lock barrel and the plastic locking tab installed back into the lock assembly, you can then place the entire assembly back in the case and reinsert your 3 Phillips head screws. Once you have the lock assembly reinstalled into the case itself, make sure you test it out. You should be able to close the lid and lock it so it cannot be opened, and unlock it so you can get into it. Well, there you have it guys. That's how you rekey a lock for a BMW Vario case. I did the exact same thing for both of my 2 side cases, which I also got used, so I can use the one BMW key that I have for the bike and all 3 bags. It's actually really simple to do. You basically just move the tumblers around in the lock until you put your key in, and the key actually pulls all the tumblers in flush with the lock barrel. Now if you do move all your tumblers around and find that they will not become flush with the barrel when you put your key in at all, it is possible to take 1 or 2 of them out. If you start taking the tumblers out, then it will be easier to actually break into the bag. I hope this video was helpful. If it is, definitely give me a like. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions or anything, let me know down in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one.